So Mick, an interesting game today against Sunderland RCA, but you've come away 3-2 winners. Can you just start by summing up your thoughts on the game?
It wasn't our best performance of the season, but obviously good teams find a way to win, and we won ugly, I guess, but the most important thing is we won. It was a good response actually, coming back from going to go behind. They're quite dogged. They've always been a solid top-end Northern League team, and they've always done well against the good teams. Already this season, I think they lost last week in the Vars pretty much last minute to Shildon, one of the top sides, and they beat Stockton. So we knew we'd be in for a tough game because that's them, that's their character, that's the way they are. And once they got ahead, we knew it would be tough. But the response from the lads was great. Within 5-6 minutes to get back in the game, and then to turn the screw. So that's really pleasing.
Would you say it's these games where you do actually really find out what your team is made of? Because the 4-0s, the 9-0s are great performances, but when they turn around the game like they did today, is that when you really see they can challenge for the title?
Yeah, because there was a response. If there hadn't been a response, we would have been concerned. But we weren't particularly worried, Kevin or I. It was a case of we will respond, we'll create the chances. It just wasn't a great performance, but the lads know that. But you can't play like that every week. You can't win every game 9-0, and all the rest of it. You have to dig in. It's the Northern League, and there's some good teams in that league. And most importantly, we're a big scalp. The same as the likes of the Stocktons and the Shildons and the North Shields and the teams at the top end. They're big scalps. So teams are going to work hard and they're not going to roll over against us. So we had to show some character, and that's what we did, and that was a pleasing thing.
You managed to get more minutes into Michael Richardson today, and he managed to get on the score sheet. We know how good of a player he is, so how big of a boost is it to have him getting more time on the pitch?
Well, it's great to get Michael minutes. We've got not a big squad, but we've got a very good squad, so we've got to make sure we do manage everybody's minutes. And it's probably frustrating for one or two of those who don't get on the pitch today, but there's other games. It's good that Michael got minutes. It's good that he's got himself a goal. It's good that he's back.
And going into midweek, we've got a Durham Challenge Cup game. Will you be using that opportunity to rest a few of the lads and maybe get minutes into lads that haven't had as much chance to play?
Exactly. It's just rotating things around so people get good minutes, resting those who maybe need a rest, and giving the minutes to the lads who certainly need minutes, the likes of Mitch and people like that.
Yeah, and finally just managed to continue as league momentum, and next weekend it's Newcastle Benfield, so what are your thoughts going into that?
Tough game again. Benfield battered these through the week. And again we played them last year, a couple of good results, and again they beat us here in one of the cups. So it's a tough game. So we'll have to be ready, we'll have to be prepared, knowing that they're a decent side. As I say, they took RCA apart through the week because Kevin went to that game. So we're under no illusions that we're playing again a team who you'd expect to be sort of top end of the table. We've got players like Brassy and that who for years and years and years, seems like forever, he's been scoring goals for fun. So we'll have to be at it. But that's next week. We've got a game to get through the week. Give players games, give some minutes, and then we'll see what we're going to do next week. But it'll be interesting. What we're doing, how Wednesday goes, and then we'll look at Benfield and see what we can do against them.